I'm going to rewrite the equation up top here. All right, this question says if 20 grams of C6H6O3, 20 grams, I'm going to suggest that you write that above your balanced reaction or around your balanced reaction, combusts with 50 grams of oxygen gas. What is the greatest mass of water that can be formed? So we're looking for grams of water. After that, it says if 6.23 grams of water are actually formed, what is the percent yield? So that means that this 6.23 is what? It's the actual yield, not the theoretical, it's the actual. Do we need that right at the beginning? No, so just set that aside for right now, right? We're not messing with that yet. Okay, we're not messing with that yet. So let's go ahead and just find out what's the mass of water that can be formed. Do I have to do two charts for this? I do, right? Because I have given two starting amounts. So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. I'm going to freeze my screen up here. You work, I'll work, and then we'll check in. So we're going to take both of those reactants to water. Okay?
Would it ever just be like one reaction or like three?
We might have to end up doing 3 T-charts, but we might have to do that to find limiting reactant. But typically, I keep our problems to just 2 reactants. Yeah, good question. All right, so you're going to start working on your charts. You're not going to pick where you're going to because my question asks me about water specifically, and that's one of my products. So I want to just go ahead and evaluate with water. That's what I had for my final answers out of my charts. I don't know, are those close to what you had? So I still haven't even answered a question yet, right? I've gotten a lot of data down, a lot of information, but now I've got to answer my question. It asks me, what is the greatest mass of water that can be formed? The greatest mass of water that can be formed. So what's that? Which is it going to be? 8.57. Very good, right? It's easy to just say, oh, it's 14 because that's greater, right? But we won't get the chance to make that. So the greatest amount of water that we can form is 8.57. This T-chart now is irrelevant. So that means my limiting reactant is this guy, C6H6O3. Okay? So I've answered part of my question. It says if 6.23 grams are actually formed, what's my percent yield? So let's come down a little bit further here and say percent is equal to actual over theoretical, right, times 100. And so about 72.7%. Yeah? Okay. The last part of my question right here asks, how much of each product can be formed? We've already found one of my products. Would you agree? Yes or no? We've already found one of our products, right? We already know water. Oops. We already know water. 8.57. Now it asks me for the mass of my other product. So I have to do one extra T-chart. I know it. Okay, I got to do one more T-chart. But why only one more, not two more?
Because 2 more is outrageous.
Well, I guess. I already know my limiting reactant, so I'm going to take my limiting reactant to my other product. To CO2. That's my other product.